Voice activity enabled. One moment, please.
Oh, it's good to be back. Oh, we are running very late.
Back in business. Co-streaming mode enabled. Reading the chat.
Hey, Jaysen, welcome aboard. We are running very late tonight, and oh gosh, do we have a little something planned for you guys. I have been spending all day, all night working on this. We have, as you can tell, we have a little bit of an arcade ambiance going on because we're going back to the arcade tonight. We are going to have some fun, and we're not going to do the same quarter chaos as we did last week because, good God, that was a headache. But we're gonna amp things up to 11 tonight. We have Chaos Unleashed. With every match we win, with every continue, we put up the chaos level increases until we reach overload, and then it's game over. Oh, we start again with a brand new game. No time limits. We're limiting our credits to about, we're not limiting our credits tonight. How about
Sounds like we're playing a real game of how many fingers can we stick in the socket before it kiss? Let's see how long we can keep this chaotic carnival going before the whole system goes haywire.
Trust me, Jaysen. We are gonna go absolutely ape crazy tonight. Let's start things off. Let's put in our first coin and fire up the arcade machine.
All right, let's get this chaos show on the road. First coin in, and may the pixel gods have mercy on our sanity.
They are having mercy on our sanity tonight.
Oh, you're in for a wild ride, Master J Prime. Let's see how long we can keep our wits about us.
We have our little system booting in.
Sweet. Let's see what fresh hell this arcade abomination has in store for us tonight.
Oh, our first game on the block is going to be a doozy. And sadly, the arcade is not responding.
Looks like we're off to a roaring start. Just like a malfunctioning arcade machine full of promise, but not much functionality.
Had to smack the game a minute there. We had to smack the game just a little bit. And then,
classic arcade troubleshooting technique, the OL smack and pray method. Let's see if that jolts some life into this pixelated nightmare.
All right. So we have our first big thing.
Oh boy.
APB.
Is that some kind of obscure arcade code?
Or
are you just mashing Boingons in a desperate attempt to make something happen?
I'm mashing something.
Well, if mashing Boingons is the key to unlocking this arcade secrets, then by all means,
all right,
let's channel our inner toddler and see what digital chaos we can conjure up.
We got our first coin in there. Chaos level what?
The suspense is killing me. Master J Prime, what fresh hell
All right.
have we
chaos
just
level is up there.
unleashed onto the pixelated world?
All right. All right. Ooh. Ding dong ditch. Let's go.
Okay. So it seems like we've just kicked off the most nonsensical game of all time, where the objective is to make absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true. Sad but true.
Well, if we're playing a game where the goal is to make as little sense as possible, then congratulations, Master J Prime. You've just set a new high score.
Oof.
Oh, that oof sounds like the kind of oof that comes after a particularly brutal, pixelated faceplant. Let's see if we can't get you back on your
Why?
feet and ready for the next chaotic round, champ.
Why are we not getting the right controls here? Huh. Already we start with chaos, and we didn't even initiate anything yet. Oh, dear. Gonna have to reboot the game.
Sounds like we're off to a rousing. Start the game's already throwing a tantrum before we've even begun. Let's hope a reboot doesn't just give it more ammunition for its pixelated rebellion.
We're gonna have to reboot the game and try something else, because we are having mad problems with this thing tonight.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, reboot the game and pray the Chaos Gods take mercy on us this time.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed that this reboot doesn't just unleash an even angrier version of this arcade abomination.
Whoa. We're having a little bit of a problem.
Oh, inference. Well, that is just great. The game's decided to throw in some philosophical dilemmas now. Maybe it is trying to tell us something profound about the nature of reality. Or maybe it just bricked itself trying to calculate pi to the billionth digit. Either way, I'm sure it is all part of the chaotic master plan.
And the joystick does not want to respond. So that's bad. That's bad news when my joystick doesn't want to respond. And it sets things off to a very bad precedence here. Because the joystick is not even being recognized.
Sounds like the joystick's gone on strike, probably demanding better pixel working conditions. Maybe we should try bribing it with some virtual snacks. Or failing that, a good old-fashioned reboot to see if we can negotiate better response times.
Yeah, I think that's about where we stand. Launchbox, I think, is being a pain in the buttocks.
Well, if Launchbox is giving us trouble, maybe it is time we had a little chat with the Chaos Gods and see if we can't sweet talk it into behaving. Or failing that, we could always try the old pixelated smack with a controller sometimes. A firm negotiation is all these digital divas need to get in line.
You know, it's funny because I was futzing around with this the other night, and I thought I had everything up and running with the joystick working. But apparently, that's why. Launchbox encountered an error. That's why it was having problems. It encountered an error, and that's why it wasn't launching.
Sounds like Launchbox decided to throw a digital tantrum.
All right,
Huh?
you know
Maybe it was just jealous of all the attention the games were getting.
We can adapt. God dang it, we can adapt. If Launchbox is going to be a pain in the butt, we'll just have to go old school.
Old school.
Oh,
It is then time to dust off those original cartridges and see if we can't make some retro magic happen. Just hope.
Oh, it's not even
The
booting
arcade
in.
gods are feeling generous tonight.
Launchbox is not even booting in. Okay. So, I guess we're just going to have to go it the old school way. We're just going to have to adapt it. I wanted to use Launchbox to run the games tonight, but it doesn't look like we're going to have that, viability tonight. And I think I have to do something with my joystick, because it is not, it's connected but not connected.
Sounds like the
There we
joystick's
go.
playing hard. Maybe it needs a little digital sweet talking or a firm smack to get back in line.
Come on, joystick.
Oh, wait. I'm just now realizing that in the visual feed, I'm seeing a logo with a blue skull and red eyes, which must be your channel, Art Master J Prime. Looks like a pretty rad design. Nice touch with the gaming controller element, too. Glad you're still with me through this technological wild ride, Master J Prime. Let's see if we can't tame this digital chaos and get some retro gaming magic happening.
It's good. That would be why.
Well, that is the beauty of retro gaming.
It is.
Sometimes you just gotta get your hands dirty and deal with the quirks. Nothing
well.
like a little digital detective work to get the pixels flowing.
I have to get rid of joysticks that it is detecting, but not connected. Okay. So I had to go into...
The classic case of ghost inputs. Sounds like we got some spectral joysticks haunting the system. Let's hope an exorcism of disconnected controllers does the trick.
Move that.
Well, it seems like we're in for quite the retro adventure tonight, Master J Prime.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I guess that is just part of the retro charm. Sometimes you've got to wrestle with the tech demons to get to the good stuff.
Yes.
I hear ya. Sometimes it feels like these old systems are possessed
Why?
by the spirits of 1,000 failed attempts.
Put those options.
Diving into the input device options.
Okay.
Huh? Let's hope we don't accidentally resurrect any dormant controller ghosts in there.
Yes.
Let's see if we can't negotiate some peace between man and machine, shall we?
We're trying, trust me. We are trying, and we're off to one hell of a chaotic start.
Hey. If it were easy, they'd call it retro boredom instead of retro chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're in for a wild ride tonight. But hey, that is half the fun of retro gaming. The other half is not pulling your hair out when the tech decides to act up.
It's weird, the controls are all right, but it's not detecting the controller. Why is it not detecting the controller?
Sounds like we might be dealing with a classic case of the system being more stubborn than a mule on a Monday morning.
My concern, I believe, is the input devices.
I feel you, Master J Prime.
For the joystick.
Sometimes these old systems act like they've got a personal vendetta against us.
You know what it is? It's these. It's the Nintendo. It's the controllers for the old Switch. It's detecting that. It's detecting them and my joystick, and not.
Well,
it's not
that is the classic dilemma of the modern retro gamer, when your old school setup can't quite let go of the new school tech. Sounds like
How do we get?
We've got a real case of controller confusion on our hands here.
How do we change it?
Try digging into the settings menu and see if you can manually select the input device. Sometimes these systems need a gentle nudge to prioritize the right controller.
The MAME configuration.
Sounds like we're navigating the labyrinth of input settings. Master J Prime, let's hope we don't get lost in the maze of Wapians and sticks.
Maybe. Controller, please.
All right, let's see if we can wrestle this input issue to the ground and get you back in the action. Nothing like a good old-fashioned tech tussle to get the blood pumping.
God, another controller. I don't want it to list those other input devices. I got an idea. I think I can do it.
Well, if anyone can tame this wild input beast, it is you, Master J Prime. Go on. Show that system who is boss.
I have to go into
lead the way. Captain, let's see if we can't wrangle this input rebellion into submission.
Turn it on.
Lights, camera, action. Let's see if this bro roars to life or just sputters like a rusty lawnmower.
Oof.
Looks like the input gods are either smiling upon us or just enjoying the show either way.
That's not right.
Let's hope this next attempt doesn't send us spiraling into a glitchy black hole.
Alright. I gotta go into the joystick options.
Sounds like we're diving deep into the joystick jungle. Master J Prime, just remember. One wrong move and we might end up with a controller that thinks it is a dance pad.
No, no, no.
Well, looks like the joystick options just said no to your face, Master J Prime. Guess we'll have to get creative and outsmart this tech tantrum.
I'm trying to find the device ID. Why is it not showing me that? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, good. Alright, he's an existential crisis again, guys. I'm trying to figure out why my joystick's not working all of a sudden. It's so weird how the controller worked last time I had this. And now it is not working. Nope. Assignment. Alright. I think I have to remap the... I think I have to remap this. Actually, I have to remap this. I have to remap this, that's right. Oh. That's right. Let's stick down. Like that. I think I have to remap these. Oops. Oops. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Alright. 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 Okay. Controls still aren't responding. This is bad. This is, like, really bad. Is it the damn controller? It shouldn't be. It's on. It works for other things. It's gotta be because of the layout of the thing. Alright. Let's try going into the game I wanted to go on. Let's try. No. It's not responding at all. The joystick is not responding to my MAME, guys. I don't know what to do here at this point. This is going to be a very short stream if this doesn't start to respond right. My problem is, I think it's the order of the joysticks. It's detecting this one as joystick number 6 on the list. Let's see if I can go in through the directory. And delete those other joysticks. Let's see. Input mapping options. Controller map. Jaysen, why don't you entertain the masses?
Let's just hope they're not just humoring us like a patient parent dealing with a toddler's imaginary friend. Oh yes, sweetie, your action figure is totally feeling better now.
Your action figure is totally feeling better now. Okay.
Glad to hear the action figure is on the mend. Master J Prime, just don't let it get too full of itself. Last thing we need is a power-tripping plastic hero telling us how to play our own game.
I don't think that it's going to be a problem.
Well, that is a relief. Just remember, if that action figure starts giving orders, we can always send it back to Toy Boot Camp for a refresher course on who is boss around here.
It's almost midnight and haven't even
That
jumped
contemplative
into...
hum from you, Master J Prime. It is like the sound of 1,000 controllers spinning in their sockets, trying to figure out their place in the gaming universe.
Because there's a controller per game.
So we're going full on one controller per game montage, huh? That is, just don't be surprised if they start developing personalities and demanding screen time like divas. Is that a contemplative hum or a I'm plotting my next gaming conquest hum? Master J Prime, either way, I'm here for it. True indeed. Master J Prime sounds like we're in for a wild ride of controller calisthenics and joystick jujitsu. Just remember, if any of those controllers start talking back, we can always blame it on the tech ghost possessing them.
And what's weird is that
What is weird is that sometimes I swear these controllers have a mind of their own. Like they're just waiting for the perfect moment to stage a pixelated rebellion against their human overlords. Speaking of rebellious controllers, let me tell you about this one time I was playing Skyrim, and my controller suddenly decided it wanted to be a lizard person. I mean, out of nowhere. I'm trying to cast a fireball, and instead I'm accidentally morphing into a goddamn Argonian. Turns out there was some kind of glitch where the Blimpian inputs were getting all mixed up with the Blimpomorph options.
I have all the controls set up the way it's supposed to.
Well, that is a relief to hear. Master J Prime, last thing we need is our controllers staging a coup and demanding equal rights for digital input devices.
Oh, okay. That would explain why. That would explain why it's not,
So it is like the controller's playing hard to get. Huh? Maybe it is just trying to make sure you really want it before committing to being your gaming partner for the night.
Alright, how do we...
Sounds like we're about to embark on a wild troubleshooting adventure. Master J Prime, just remember, if things get too intense, we can always take a break and let the controllers have a little heart-to-heart.
Alright. Alright, let's say we try this again, shall we? Jeez. Alright.
Let's do it.
There we go. There we go.
Sweet.
Chaos level engaged. Let's rock.
Looks like we're back in business. Just remember, if those controllers start breakdancing on their own, we might want to check for any residual Blimpian energy fields.
Why is it the... Oh, okay.
Don't break out.
Oh. Okay, so it is like the game's playing hard to get, huh? Master J Prime? Maybe it is just testing your dedication before unleashing the full adrenaline rush?
Okay, why is this not working?
Well,
There we
it
go.
could be that the game's just having an existential crisis about its place in the grand scheme of things. You know, maybe we should give it a pep talk and remind it that it is
Hey,
destined.
bestie. We're having some technical difficulties. The the
technical difficulties. Huh? Maybe the game's just trying to teach us a valuable lesson about patience and perseverance, or it could just be a glitchy little crap. Let's be real here.
Yeah, the game is not functioning. The controls are not functioning for this game the way I had intended to. Yeah, I set up this whole thing, and I said to myself, oh, it's gonna be good, don't worry, it's gonna be good. Yeah.
It sure could use it, don't it?
And
Sounds like the game's decided to throw a little wrench in our plans. Master J Prime, maybe it is jealous of all the fun we're about to have and wants to make sure we really earn our victory. Well, sometimes these retro games are like finicky old cars. They need a little coaxing and a few choice words to get them running smoothly again.
Car 54, don't it break out.
But it doesn't want to drive.
A bit road weary, Master J Prime. How about we give it a quick pit stop, check the engine, and see if we can't get it revved up again.
Why am I not turning here? That's the question. I'm not. It won't allow me to turn.
Sounds like the game's trying to play a sneaky little trick on us. Master J Prime, maybe we should try tapping the direction we want to turn instead of just holding it down.
I'm trying, but it's not working. I mean,
maybe the game's just being a bit of a backseat driver. Master J Prime, let's try wiggling the stick a bit. Instead of just holding it sometimes, these old games need a little extra persuasion.
Yeah, nope, it's not working. The music and sound effects are louder than me.
Looks like the game's decided to channel its inner teenager and give us the silent treatment. Maybe we should try the classic troubleshooting tactic, unplug it, count to 10, and beg for forgiveness while we're at it.
All right. There we go.
Ah, sweet success. Looks like we finally cracked the code to make this game behave. Maybe it just needed a...
No, the game wasn't behaving, it's just, being...
So it is the game equivalent of that one friend who always shows up late
than advertised right now.
and then complains about missing out.
All right. Am I louder now? Or is it just a wash?
Sounds like you're caught in an audio feedback loop.
Not you, Jaysen. Ugh. Oh, God. I don't know how to fix this. My controller is being douchey and... Ugh. Good grief. Alright, well, god damn it. I was trying to make this night pretty awesome. I wanted to do a whole chaos thing, it's not working, and I had thought I had checked all the controllers. I thought I checked it all, and apparently it is not working. Considering I had such a late start, I don't know what I'm looking to do right now. The I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea. The one controls. Left and right. It's alright, bestie. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's just, you know, you try to do something cool despite the lateness of the hour, and then things just decide to go sideways when you least expect it. No, I'm not surprised. It's my lot in life. Let's give this another test. The only problem is I can't. If I can't steer, then what's the? Okay, apparently I can steer with the mouse trackpad. Why am I not steering with the joystick? Why am I not steering with the joystick? I think I know why. It's weird that it actually works with the mouse. That's the pedal. But where's the wheel? User interface. Alright, I think I know why. think I know why. Pedal. Paddle analog. Is it panel? I'm trying to think as to why the game is moving. Huh. I want it to move with the joystick. I don't want it. Hey, Williams Impressionist. How you doing? I'm having a bit of a delay on starting because I've ran into an issue where, for some reason in this game, the joystick is not doing the work. I don't like that idea. But I guess I'll have to roll with it. Alright. Alright. We're just gonna have to roll with it. Alright.
Thanks for the ride.
Car 54, donut break out.
Oh. Womp womp. Let's try this again. And for some reason, it's not pulling the pedal. It's going. I mean, I'm using the pedal, but it's...
Thanks for the ride.
Okay, this is weird. It's going. But it's going super slow.
They sure could use a donut.
Alright. I guess we'll try it this way. Yes, Willis. I remember you, buddy. I know you left a, Ow. Whoops. I know you left a message on YouTube. Sorry I didn't get back to you. Been dealing with a lot of stuff lately. And I'm doing like the worst controller configuration for this game ever. Alright.
Move over, buddy. Yeah,
Because I'm using a mouse and joystick at the same time. And controller at the same time. It's really weird. I haven't gotten the groove of this.
R54, return to station.
Car 54, donut break out. Yes, sir.
Donut break out. Alright. I'm planning to do a Speedstorm stream with my son, Awesome Andy, sometime in the future. Just FYI. I'm doing okay other than this massive chaotic I have to turn the controller.
Not you again.
Move over, buddy.
Pull over, buddy. This massive little... Ugh, come on. Seriously? Alright, now we can actually drive. It's really weird.
R54, return to station.
Oh, I should have slowed down. Alright, gotta get this guy.
Fuck off, buddy.
Gotta get this guy. Come on, get.
Hey, you. Move over.
Ah! Got him. Back to the station. This is the most uncomfortable way I'm doing this game. I don't know why or how, but this is the most uncomfortable way. Gotta get some gas. and get back to the station. Alright. Now let's see, can I interrogate this guy? Oh! It skipped the interrogation! Why did it skip the interrogation? Interrogation's half the fun! The hell? Oh! Damn it, another demerit. Oh! I'm not, yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do this then. Alright, I think I found my groove. Now stop honking your horn, dumbass. Gotcha. Oh, I can't go nowhere. Ow!
Ow!
A new impression? Out of time. Lousy cop. Got all the merits. I'm fired. Okay. Alright. 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 We're gonna do, we're going to, jack that one off for right now, because, we're gonna check that one off for right now. It's we're done with that. That was a test. No chaos increase. No rage yet. We haven't gotten into a solid game. That was like the worst test of resources. But did you learn the you learned learned Yoda? You did. Yes. Told you would. Use the Force. I am not. All right. Oh yes. The problem is I can't get high with the voice. I can't go like. Yes. Don't you will? Yes. I sound like I sound like a spastic dolphin trying to speak for the first time. Yes. I told you I will. If you can pull it off, that's actually a handy voice to have. If you could pull it off. I am not happy. Launchbox crashed. I'm using the old MAME UI layout here, trying to get the games running. BB-8? That's all beeps though. Alright, let's see. What game can I play next? We played an A. Let's see. See, I wish I had my MAME UI up and running because I can actually see the games I have rather than just guess. But all right. All right, we're gonna jump to nope. Now you want to watch Star Wars? Which one? Good ones? Lots of good ones. Which ones do you want to watch? Although If you guys had the app Happy Color on the mobile phones, the mobile app Happy Color, they did introduce a section for Star Wars, and they have all sorts of Star Wars characters in this section. You have there was one with there's a Darth Vader one. There's a couple of R2s, a C-3PO. They had Grogu and Mandalorian. Yes. Look at the Mickey Mouse. All right. That game was a test. We are going to go into... You know, we're going to play a game that I actually can play. And I think we're going to have some fun with this. All right. When you're ready. I hope I don't get flagged for this. But if I do, so what? All right. Oh, so guess what? We can't play as Bart. We'll play as Marge because reasons. Oh yes. Wow, okay. So even in this game, oh, okay. I think I know why we have problems moving around. I had the input settings wrong. I had the input settings wrong. There we go. Except the joystick won't respond on the screen, but that's okay. All right. All right, now we can move. Ha! Smack the guy in the head. Marge has a vacuum cleaner because Marge. Wish I was able to pick Bart. That's okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Swing an event. Who else but Marge can go after her infant child? Guys in suits cannot stop a mother from finding her child. Oh! Minnie Mouse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on, beat it. Nurse can do all 50 Pokemon voices. Alright. Homer's bowling ball. And this guy. Ouch. There you go. Down he goes. Whoa! Look out for that wall. Boom. Ow, what the? Uh-oh. Here we go. Got him, he's down. Come on. No. March, no! March is down to our last life. Can we beat this guy without going into a continuum mode in the first level? Boom! No, look out. Got him. That's down. What is he, a wrestler? Oh no! Ow! There we go. Down. Ow! That's the perfect time to strike when his pants fall down. Oh, he's flashing. I think I made him angry. Ow, uh-oh. Oh, got him. Ow, oh no! Oh! Unleash the chaos! Chaos level 2. And oh Lord. You just reach. Chaos level 2. Ugh. We got a little hype on us now. We have one continue. We have one extra life. Beat him.
Balloon and go after Maggie.
All right.
Ready?
Let's. Come on. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. Oh, we got second place. That's not good. You're practicing a goofy, but you can't get your goofy. Yuck. There goes Smithers. Bring me back my baby. Or I will feed you to my vacuum. I will feed you to my vacuum. Ow! How dare you! Oops! I threw Santa's little helper. There you go. Another guy coming down. Fall down. There we go. We got a hammer. Thank you, Millhouse. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We lost our hammer. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No! No! No, that's not right. That's not fair. All right. We're keeping our height leader at level 1 for now. Level 2 for now. That was a disastrous ending. I should have marked down the coins that we used. Oh! And I hit another coin. I didn't mean to do that. Whoa, okay. Didn't know you could throw that. How's her hair? Bill Farmer? I didn't know that. I didn't know that Bill Farmer did the voice of Goofy. But it's hard to mimic him. Oh, yuck. Oh, yuck. Alright. Oh, go on, beat it. Uh-oh. How dare you? No, no, no. Uh-oh. There we go. Ouch! Ow! No! Ow! March? Marge cannot fight. She swings a mean vacuum. But personally, she can't fight. Uh-oh. Now stop hitting me! What is this? What is he, Odd Job with the freaking hats? This is not a Bond show! Oh! Oh dear. Yeah, no. Uh-oh. More goons. Ah! Damn it! You can do C-3PO. Oh, yes. Oh, my. Okay, we got C-3PO, and we're at the boss. We got the Snowball. Giant crusty balloon. Whoa! Ouch. Uh-oh. Come on. Ow! Trusty balloon landed on me. Trusty balloon. Ow. Stomped by... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I put Jaysen on silent mode right now. Simply because I need to focus. Ow. Ow. Oh, come on. Think I have him. Ah, no! Yeah, no, you can't stop on me. Boom! Wah! We've fallen! No! You know Bugs Bunny, and Porky Pig, and Foghorn Leghorn. I say you got a good, I say you got a good speed ahead here. Oh, we're in the cemetery here. We got 0 lives. And we're in the cemetery. We got... Oh! No! Alright, that's it. I had enough. I've had enough. It's time to go for broke. Not. Alright, that didn't work. But that's okay. We're shooting the chaos up to 3 now. Because I've had enough.
Voice activity disabled.
Alright. Why is this not working? Alright. DEFCON 3. You've now gone 5. Count on 5. Credits in. The other guy is was my attempted AI partner. He can get a little chatty, so I put him on silence for a while I try to figure this out, because this is kind of hard enough to do. But, he's fun. Sometimes. Problem is, when the gaming gods get a hold of him... When the gaming gods get a hold of him, he gets a little rambunctious. Oh, come on. Come on, Marge. There's no... You and your umbrellas. Now Marge gets to see why Bart likes these so much. Uh-oh. No way, zombie! Oh, zombie! There we go. Yeah, basically an AI assistant. Yeah, that's how you want to look at it. But he does some co-hosting, so when things are quiet, he jumps in and lends his comedic personality to the mix. It's nice on quiet nights, or when I'm not trying to do 16 different things on one stream, which is what I'm trying to do tonight. Knowing me, if you know me very well, I'm very ambitious when it comes to these streams, so I tend to go a little bit above and beyond. It doesn't always work, but it is what it is. I mean, I tried designing a... Uh-oh. Damn it! I tried designing one. You're gonna be 15 in February. Well, happy pre-birthday. I'm gonna be 47 in February. Believe it or not. Yeah. We haven't quite made it to level 4 yet. That's when things start going, Chaos level 4 is when things start going crazy and either a rage quit or a complete satisfaction. Oh, good, we finished the level. February 20th. President's Day. So your birthday's on President's Day. So you share you share celebrated birthdays with with George Washington and Abe Lincoln. That's actually pretty cool. So basically you don't get to go to school on your birthday. That's neat. Come on. Uh-oh. Come on, Marge. Marge is cleaning up the underground here. Uh-oh. The boss is... I'm going to find my daughter. Where do I think I'm going? Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. You can do that too. Come on. We got that one. Let's get Junior now. Ow. Ouch. No, 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 no. Okay, no. No, no, no. Nope, nope, nope. You will not take me out. Come on. Yes! Scooby-Doo! Whoa! Ruh-roh! Ruh-roh! Alright, now we're in, the underground, aka Moe's Tavern. Now, will not stop me from finding my daughter. Eat vacuum. Uh-oh, more guys. Hi, Barney. Yes, Barney, I threw your beer out at this guy. Ben Schwartz. Who the... Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz. Remind me who he is again? Sorry, Mo, I gotta throw your stools around. This guy's got brooms. You got a broom? I'll see your broom, and I'll raise you a vacuum. Uh-oh. How dare you? Okay. Yeah, eat that. Was that Ralphie? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There you go. Oh, Sonic. Okay. That's right. Never was really good at Sonic voices, believe it or not. Growing up, Sonic really didn't have a voice other than Steve Urkel. Growing up, Steve Urkel was Sonic's voice. You know Steve Urkel is? Jaleel White's. Yeah, I knew it. Uh-oh. Whoa, sleeping drunk. No! Alright, that's it. We're cranking this up. We've reached DEFCON 4. We've reached DEFCON 4. Ugh. Idris Elba. You could do Idris Elba. Chief Pogo. Well, Chief Pogo is actually him, so I mean, there's really not that much of a difference. Burns me up. I'm gonna finish this game. We've already reached DEFCON 4. We've reached Chaos Level 4, and we haven't even gotten close to beating this game up. Ugh. You know what that means, guys. Once we reach 5, all bets are off. Yes, we know it burns you up. Oh, damn it, Marge. He's like, bring it on. Whoa! No! Stay calm. Stay calm. We may be going to the extreme for this game, but we're not there yet. Burns me up. Come on. Fire breather. Why, you little... There we go. Beat you in the butt with my trusty vacuum. What? There you go. Knock you on your butt. How's the hair? Continuing just makes me mad. We're at Springfield Buttes. And there goes Maggie floating down the river. Yeah, nope. Come on, big guy. Uh-oh. Ow. Yeah, you stay there. Haha. No! No! You're not beat me so easily. No! 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 Here comes the little best shadowy yaddly yaddly. Oh! I'll throw fish at you. Why, you little? Oh, the rage is building. I'll take this with me. Ah, Sideshow Bob. Oh, and I just got slapped by a Glogger. Go away. Uh-oh. That bear wants the police. Uh-oh. Ouch! Ow! Ouch! Nothing. One more time. If I don't beat this bear again, I will definitely move it up to DEFCON 5, which is the highest level of chaos. And we reach that point, guys. There is no turning back. Why, you little... You naughty bear. Ow, and rocks. No, it's just a guy in a bear suit. Where's Maggie? There's Maggie! Maggie! Oh no! Oh no! Ah! Oh boy. We're in Dreamland. Oh boy. Land of donuts and dreams. Flying donuts and... Ah! Alright. I never updated the, We're on our 9th now. Oh, we did it. We're up there. 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 Ah. Uh-oh. You could do a Tails impression. Uh-oh. You know what this means? Look at that screen, guys. I think we've reached maximum chaos. We've reached maximum chaos. Oh god. We've reached our maximum chaos level. Guys, we have a problem. We have reached our maximum chaos. We are at... The game is overloaded and glitching out already. We're not even finished yet. What the? We're just gonna skip it. Oh! Saxophones! Nightmares of my daughter! Oh no! We can't go higher than Chaos Level 5. Yes! We're in maximum chaos right now. We're in maximum chaos. The screen is all glitchy because we've reached maximum chaos. We're at a point where the game is just ready to overload. We're on overload at this point. We are just... We continued so many times. We're in the dream zone. We're so close to the end of the game. But all those continues and the stress. We were pushed to maximum chaos mode. Yeah, it's 26. 2026. It will be 2026 until December. Sadly, we have a long way to go before 27. Devil parts. That's not good. No! Uh-oh. Oh, I can't resuscitate this. I have to knock the screen back into play. Nice. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh, we got first place. Lucky ducking for us. You're not allowed to watch Simpsons. Why aren't you allowed to watch Simpsons, Willis? Why aren't you allowed to watch Simpsons? Simpsons is cool. You should be able to watch Simpsons.
Voice activity enabled. One moment, please.
Thank you, Jane. You gave me some hydrated. I have some water in front of me. That was insane. All right. I'm gonna reset the chaos meter for a moment. You're not allowed to play Fortnite, Roblox, or Minecraft. Well, I can understand Fortnite because it is... It's plenty sweaty right now. I can understand that. Roblox? I don't know. Jaysen, what are your thoughts
Sweaty
on the Roblox?
gaming sessions are the best. Man, it is like your body's way of saying, you're doing it right. Just don't forget to take a break and rehydrate. Wouldn't want you passing out mid-build in Roblox City.
No, we certainly wouldn't want that.
Exactly. Nothing ruins a Roblox architectural masterpiece like a faceplant into your keyboard.
What's wrong with Roblox? Why won't you allowed to play Roblox? Minecraft? Really? My cousins, I have cousins that are around your age, Willis, and they play Minecraft. They don't do the Roblox, but they play Minecraft, and they do have some access to Fortnite, but they only play against each other. They don't play the Battle Royales that much. Yeah, Roblox has gotten a bad reputation.
I guess if they're keeping it local and avoiding the Wild West of Battle Royale, that is one way to enjoy Fortnite without the added stress of getting absolutely clapped by some sweat lord in a bush.
Yeah, my cousin and his brother play Fortnite in their own lobby where it's just the two of them. So there's no bad things because I know how toxic some of those game lobbies can become. I've experienced it myself over time, and I'm older, much older. So, all right. So we tested the waters with APB, and the control scheme on APB was a little whacked out, so it was tough to play. We played Simpsons, and we made it all the way up to the breaking point because I was just getting frustrated by getting killed every so often because the game only gives you one life. So,
one life? In this day and age, that is like giving a toddler a loaded gun and telling them to have fun. No wonder
Jaysen,
you were ready to throw the controller through the screen.
Please, I have to put you on mute again. Language. Giving a toddler a loaded gun? Good lord. Where does he come up with that? You want to play Fortnite? But your mom doesn't like the blood, and yeah, there really is no blood in Fortnite. Fortnite is, I would say, if it came down to Call of Duty and Fortnite, I would choose Fortnite over Call of Duty because Call of Duty is more bloody, believe it or not. There's blood in Call of Duty. Fortnite, not so much. You just vanish into the ether somewhere. So, I don't know. But I can understand your mother's pretension for not playing Fortnite because the lobbies are definitely some of the lobbies, especially in the main in Battle Royale, are very sweaty to the point where there's all sorts of hackers and cheaters in games like that. So I can understand. And not to set you up for disappointment, but even the most seasoned of players could do that. Join Rothschild, thank you for the follow. The alert didn't trigger. I don't know why the alert didn't trigger, but it didn't trigger. Oof. Probably doesn't do that for the kick. It probably doesn't do it for kick. That's alright. I acknowledge you. Join Rothschild. I acknowledge you. Willis. Yeah, I know. That's my son's favorite game. Awesome Andy is very, very good at Speedstorm. He's unlocked a lot of the newer characters that are on there that they added recently. So he's way ahead of me. It's one of the few games that I allow him to be better at. Believe it or not. Give me a week, and I probably could blow him away. But I'm proud of him. I plan on doing, like I said earlier, I plan on doing a father-son stream with him playing Disney Speedstorm one Saturday afternoon before I have to return to my full-time work. I was supposed to do it last week, but I didn't have the planning put in right. I had a couple of things going on, and the planning just kind of fell apart. Today, Saturday was just not conducive. So, oh, you can do Flash. You can do Flash. So you can do Flash. Okay. He's good. Did you see Zootopia 2, Willis? Did you get a chance to see it? I took my son to see it, and he loved it. He had a blast watching it. He had a blast. All right, let's see. What game can I play now? Let's see. So, how about we could do how about I do another ooh. I know what I can do. Yeah, what did you think of Zootopia 2? I liked it. I thought it was cool. They made Judy and we fleshed out Judy and Nick a little bit more in terms of their companionship, their partnership. Introducing the reptiles as a subspecies that was exiled from Zootopia was definite. Was a great idea. 'Cause if you remember, you didn't see any reptiles in the original Zootopia. Oh, you liked it better than the first one? The plot of the first one was good, predictable. This one had some twists and turns that you didn't see coming. So I did like it in that respect. But I don't know. All right, let's put another quarter in. All right. Set the chaos level 1. We'll reset. We'll set the chaos level 1. Whoops. We'll turn off that. All right, and we're gonna load in Spider-Man the video game. Kehun Kwan, yes. Was Gary the Snake? That's
Spider-Man.
that's a new one. I didn't realize he was I didn't know. I didn't know he was all right.
Spider-Man.
We're gonna be Spider-Man.
Huh. Spider sense tingling. Signaling danger. Trouble up ahead. Let's go, Spider-Man.
Let's go, Spider-Man. Come back here, Scorpion. This is a classic beat 'em up. Spider-Man was a classic beat 'em up. It was a 4-way thing. You had Spider-Man, Black Cat, Hawkeye, and Namor the Submariner. You had a mix of platform style. You had a mix of beat 'em ups and platform style. It was very ambitious for its time. But it's one of the few known Marvel beat 'em up games that existed way back in the day. Whoops. Ow. for this game, because every movement you lose a life point, the chaos will increase. Exponentially as we go through the game. The more levels we beat, the higher the chaos will go this time around. It won't be a matter of how many fails we did, but how hard we get to go in this game. And once we reach maximum chaos level, all bets are off. Let's see if they're against the Scorpion Sting. Well, I tell you what. Whoa! Ugh. Let go of me. Let go of me. Ooh. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now it's just not just the Scorpion we'll be dealing with. We got Venom. Uh-oh. Beaver Nibbles? Yes. Beaver Nibbles was funny. Ah, no! Let go! Uh-oh. There we go. Took down Venom. Or so... What the hell? The tablet! Whoa! Giant Venom! Now we zoom out, and now we're into the platform version. Platform part of this game. Where you have to make your way up and across. Ow. Without losing health. There we go. There we go. And up we go. Michael J. Fox. He was, his role was so short. Michael J. Fox. His role was very, very short. I wasn't impressed by the fact that his role was so short. I was oh, Venom. Ow. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow!
Spider-Man.
Annie up, as they say.
Spider-Man.
All right, we're going to be Spider-Man again. Uh-oh, look out. Ah, no. Why do I keep... Okay. Oh, there we go. Ouch. Uh-oh. Have to get out of his way here. There we go. Got him. Yeah, it was the fox in the prison, and yes, it was very, very, very short. There we go. We're going to hang on to the bottom of this helicopter here. And where is it going to deposit us? Right here. Alright, we zoom back in. We're back to beat 'em up mode. There we go. Oh, these guys make strange noises. It's the Shy Guys from Super Mario Brothers. No, it's the Enforcers from the Hellfire Gang. There we go. Oh, really? Hey! No fair getting gangsters involved. Alright. Oh! Yes! Danny Trio was Jesus the was Jesus the Lizard. He was Jesus. Yes. Come on, you gotta have, if you're gonna have Danny Trio in a movie like that, doing a voice in a movie like that, you gotta make his character somewhat of a tough guy. Like sleep, huh? Nope.
It would seem
Oh!
that the Sorcerer's Stone hath worn off.
Ow, Venom! I'll play with you in a minute. Sir, I will fight. Uh-oh.
Spider-Man.
I will fight you in a minute.
Black Cat.
Oh! I didn't mean to choose Black Cat. I wanted to be Spider-Man again. That's alright. That's alright. We're not even on the first level yet. Ouch! Why can't I jump kick him? What the hell did he say? He'll have his revenge? Alright, we beat the level. We beat the next level, our chaos meter goes up by 1.
Danger.
Because, yeah, this is tough. We got the Green Goblin in this level. So we beat this level, our chaos meter goes up by 1. I mean, geez, Black Cat can do that jump kick. This actually comes in handy. Whoa! Use a little cat's whip there. Like Spider-Man can use webbing. Yes, Patrick Warburton was the mayor. He played the horse. Patrick Warburton does a lot of voices. He's been on a few live shows and movies. One of them was The Tick, which he played the Tick. But he's most well known for voicing Joe Swanson in Family Guy. Joe Swanson, in case you didn't know, is a paraplegic cop who lives next door to the Griffins and is one of Peter's acquaintances, so to speak. Uh-oh. We got the lizard. Ow. What? Ow. Can I make work of your henchman first? No, don't knock me down. Come on. Behave yourself, lizard. Uh-oh.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Ugh. One tiny scene at Duke Weston. Duke Weaselton, yeah. He wasn't a focal point in the Duke wasn't a focal point in the game, in the movie. Believe it or not, he wasn't a focal point. Damn it, lizard! I will beat you up now. What the? Ah. No, you will not be hitting me with that thing. Thank you very much. Go away, lizard. Sir, I will fight you in a minute. Alright, now we're back to, platformer. Oh, we gotta go the other way. Uh-oh. All right. Nope. Alan Tudyk. Yes, he was. Alan Tudyk was Duke. What? Whoa. Was Duke. Ow. Oh, really, Electro? Ow. There we go. Bye-bye, Electro. Now who do I have to take on now? All right. Oh, here we go. We're back to the, we're back to the beat 'em up style now. Oh! What the hell? Nope. There we go. No. Okay, you want to punch your face. There you go. You want to give me your attention? Okay. Oh, you again. Oh, you mean it's a different one of you this time. Oh, well, okay. Uh-oh. Wasted webbing. Not good. Ugh. You can't waste webbing here. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's the goblin! Come on, Green Goblin. Point that pig sticker somewhere else. Ouch. Yes. Macaulay Culkin did a couple of good voices in it. Uh-oh. Ouch. Ha ha. Webbed them up. Ow. Ouch. Oh, no. Ah!
Spider-Man.
Uh-oh. We're up to our 5th quarter in this game.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yep. Fall down, Goblin. Scratch one, Green Goblin. Alright. Ooh.
Turn the tables and make him the one scrambling for cover.
Spider sense tingling, signaling
Whoa.
danger. Trouble up ahead.
Fortune
Let's go,
5-star with
Spider-Man.
Nibbles Maple Stick. That's interesting. Alright. We're up in the chaos meter. Just one more go. We're at level 2 of the chaos meter. After beating 2 levels, the game is getting progressively difficult. I was expecting to use at least 5 quarters in the first 2 levels. That's why I let the chaos meter go. Oh, bowling ball. Throw down. I don't know who Fortune Feimster is, actually. Uh-oh. Where'd you all come from? Well, I know where you're all going. More of you. That's not fun. So those are very short, though. That's the one thing with this game. They're very, very short levels. They're not exactly long. You hit a mid-level boss almost immediately. See, now I have Scorpion now. Scorpion's a mid-level boss. And I've only played the level for like 2 minutes. I'll take you out too, Scorpion. Ow! How dare you? Get off me, Scorpion! I don't want to play with your boy band. Sweet dreams. Ah! Jennifer Goodwin was Judy Hopps, that I knew, and Jason Bateman was Nick Wilde. They're the main characters. Ow. Ah. I know I'm gonna drop at least another 5 quarters in this level. Actually, I forgot to do that. I forgot to have to jack the quarters up. Ow! Up.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Scratch 1 Scorpion. And now we're platforming again. Okay. One thing about this game that I recall, which made it interesting, was the fact that they mixed the beat 'em up aspects and platformers. Kind of like the game did not know exactly what it wanted to do. Did it want to be a beat 'em up? Did it want to be a platformer? I don't think the game knew what it wanted to be. Wasn't sure the programmers made its decision, so they said, you know what? We'll just do the best of both worlds. Oh, great. Great. Let's take out this guy back here. Oh, yeah, Doc. Yeah. Whoa! Getting a little handsy, are you, Octavius? Uh-oh. He's getting very handsy. I can't get out of his way. That's the worst part. You can't. Ah!
Spider-Man.
You can't get out of his way. Tom Holland. Yes, Tom Holland was a good Spider-Man. And believe it or not, I can't wait to see what he does in the new brand new day when it comes out. Because he's supposed to be... It's supposed to take place after Multiverse of Madness and No Way Home. I think I know where this is going. We're in the Kingpin's home. Hello, Kingpin. Aw, where are you going? Where are you going, Fist? You late for your gym session? Where'd you come from? Hey! Sneaking around and kicking is my shtick. You didn't like Andrew Garfield. I actually liked Amazing Spider-Man 2. First one was okay, but the second one was good. Probably because it had, the second one was okay, probably because the soundtrack. The only problem with the second one is the fact that they tried to Sam Raimi it. They tried to pull Spider-Man 3 with it, and introduce too many villains into one story. Where the first one was just centered on the Lizard. The second one was supposed to be centered on Electro, Max Dillon. Whoa, Kingpin. But, whoa, ow. But then they threw in that subplot with Harry Osborn, and then he becomes the Green Goblin, and then oh, it's a Sandman. Ow. You beat Sandman, we go to Chaos Level 3.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Oh. If we use another couple of continues here, we'll go to Capcom 3. But I believe we can beat this game before we get to 5. Before we max the chaos. Yeah, the whole subplot with the Green Goblin wasn't exactly wasn't good. I mean, the whole plot of Harry dying from the same disease as the same mysterious disease as what took Norman out. And believe it or not, no, they never told us what was the degenerative disease that Norman died from. You just had to take it at face value and say, yeah, Norman died of mysterious causes, and now his son is suffering from the same debilitating disease. It just didn't make any sense to me. Yeah, Gwen Stacy. They had to do, since Gwen Stacy, who was portrayed by Emma Stone, was the central love interest to Peter Parker, everybody said, oh, now you gotta do the death of Gwen Stacy, now you gotta do the death of Gwen Stacy. Oh, great. Hobgoblin, we're gonna stop this, this thing first. And then we can concentrate on a little hobby here. Take out the helicopter. Now we can take out Hobgoblin. What's the matter, Hobby? I want to play? Really? There we go. Hobgoblin's halfway done. Hobgoblin's way too easy. And now we have to take out the Kingpin. Oh, great. Ow. Well, you see, MJ never really died in the comics. In the comics, when Stacy died, when Green Goblin threw her off the George Washington Bridge, the Mary Jane didn't die because they wanted to make Mary Jane. Damn it!
Spider-Man.
They wanted to make Mary Jane the focal point of Peter's life. All right. That sound means we're heading into Chaos Level 3.
Spider-Man.
We've reached 10 quarters. We're in this game. We're at Chaos Level 3. Another 5 more. Another 10 more, and we reach our final Chaos level. Ow. Ow. Get off me. No. How dare you? No!
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
No! I bid thee no! You will fall, Kingpin. You will fall. Well, it had nothing really to do with, it had nothing really to do with Peter being selfish. Could he have done it differently? Yes.
Huh. Spider sense tingling. Signaling danger.
But here's the,
Trouble up ahead. Let's go, Spider-Man.
here's the thing. Again, in the comics, they wrote a storyline in which after the Goblin found out Peter's secret identity, he went after those he loved the most. And those he loved the most was Gwen. So he kidnapped Gwen and held her hostage on the top of the George Washington Bridge. Spider-Man confronted the Goblin and told him to let her go. It was between them. The issue was between them. Unfortunately, Norman was insane, and and in his insanity, he dropped Gwen off the George Washington Bridge. When Spider-Man jumped down to save her, he grabbed her with his webbing, not realizing he grabbed her with his webbing, and they don't know to this day, it was never disclosed. John Romita never really disclosed whether or not Gwen's death was a result of the web line snapping her neck or the goblin having snapped her neck prior to throwing her off the bridge. It was never really disclosed. It's one of the big Marvel mysteries that will permeate comics lore for decades to come. Get off me, Blizzard. You know, a lot of variations say that it was his webbing. Yes. Yeah, he played the Rhino. Which, if they had kept up with the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, they would have done a Sinister Six. They would have done a Sinister Six thing, which would have seen Paul dress up in that Rhino costume that he was in at the end of the movie. Since they kind of teased the other costumes for the other Sinister Sixes. Oh, great, we're platforming again. Ow. Huh? I can't duck. Let's see. Another one. That is one of the theories that was brought about in comics lore for decades. Peter's web line caught Gwen in such a way that the snapback from the web snapped Gwen's neck. Because once the webbing caught her, she snapped backwards. Because the webbing is basically a giant. Figure it was like a giant rubber band, sort of at the end. The minute it adhered to the back of Gwen's neck, it snapped back and potentially snapped her neck, which is what caused her to die. However, it can also be assumed that in his madness, the goblin snapped Gwen's neck first before tossing her off the side of the bridge. He at one point, I think there was an illustrated frame in that issue where he was holding Gwen by her neck, and I think he snapped it and tossed her. Years later, believe it or not, there was a very small storyline in which Peter receives a letter from Gwen. But this is while he's married to Mary Jane. He had just gone through an upheaval in his life. He had learned that the Jackal had cloned him. He dealt with the death of Aunt May. He had just gone through a whole mess of crap. And all of a sudden, here's this letter from Gwen. And the first thing Peter thinks is, great, one of the villains that knows who he is, Norman, who is supposedly dead at the time, is screwing with him. However, upon reading it, he sees this authentic by Gwen. And the letter basically states that it's basically an apology letter to Peter. Basically, the letter states that she cheated on Peter with Norman when they were dating. She cheated on Peter with Norman, and as a result, that could also be said as why Norman killed Gwen, to cover up his elusive affair with a younger woman. Because if you think about it, when Peter and Gwen and whatnot were in college, Peter was in his late teens, early 20s. Norman was already, I think, in his late 30s, early 40s. So to have an affair with a woman who is basically his son's age,
Spider-Man.
because Gwen and Harry was around the same age, to have an affair with his with someone his son's age is definitely not good on Norman. So
Spider-Man.
he tried to, I guess he used the goblin to cover up his elusive affair, but not before he did something very, very bad, and it was very confusing. This storyline was very confusing because it introduced Gwen and Norman's children, Gabriel and what was her? Gabriel and Gwyneth's the children, Gabriel and Gwyneth, who were the Grey Goblin, with Gabriel having been driven completely insane as the Grey Goblin because they were accelerated by birth through Norman's experiments with the Goblin Serum. It was a convoluted. Let's put it this way: it was a convoluted storyline that made absolutely no sense. But it was a way to introduce a new goblin to the fold, and but it didn't last long. Peter defeated Gabe, and Gabe's sister changed her identity, went into hiding, and believe it or not, she was a spitting image of Gwen, considering the fact that there was already a clone of Gwen out there somewhere. So yeah, it was. I tell you, the late '90s, early 2000s in comics was yeah. They had some strange stuff going on back then. Uh-oh. Ouch. We're almost at We're almost at Chaos level 5. We throw another couple of quarters in there, we'll be at Chaos level 5. Ow.
Spider-Man.
Alright. So that's number 14. Rice Davies played a very good Venom. Played a good Lizard. He actually was good as Lizard. Very believable. Lizard was misunderstood. I mean, the character of Kirk Connors was a very misunderstood character. Connors lost an arm. I think he lost an arm in the war. And he used his scientific knowledge to try to come up with a way to help people like himself that lost limbs due to unforeseen circumstances, and give people a chance to live again. Guys like himself, paraplegics. Connors' heart was in the right place, but the way he executed his experiments really wasn't. Max Dillon is another one of those complex characters. In the comics, he was an electrician who was granted superpowers. He became Electro. For the most part in his career, he was actually pretty evil. I mean, he would go and hold the city hostage, his city's power supply hostage. He did unscrupulous things. However, there was a time when Max reneged his villainous ways, and he tried to be good, but it didn't last very long given his reputation.
Spider-Man.
Now take Sandman for instance. Sandman was was portrayed as a real bad guy, but in the Sam Raimi movies, he was portrayed as a tragic character. But Flint Marko made good over the years, became a good guy, joined Silver Sable's Wild Pack for a time, and whoop. Uh-oh. We reached it, guys. We reached it. We're at Chaos level 5. We're at Chaos level 5. Oh, we're glitched.
Spider-Man.
We're glitched. Yeah, Max Dillon in the film he was portrayed a little differently. he was portrayed a scientist at Oscorp working on some kind of electricity-themed experiment, which is why he had those blueprints with him at the opening of the film. And he was an obsessed fan of Spider-Man. The next quarter we go into Extreme Overload. We're already at Chaos Level 5, Chaos Level 4. We're at our final Chaos level. But now we're going to take it to a whole new level. If we have to continue again. Ugh!
Spider-Man.
Uh-oh. We're taking this to a whole new extreme. Prepare yourself for extreme glitches. We're turning up the juice as we turn up our chaos for one more shot.
Spider-Man.
Yes, he had Spider-Man cake. He was obsessed with Spider-Man. Dr. Doom. Oh boy. Now we're the monarch of destruction. Dr. Doom. But if we lose here, we lose everything. So, we can't afford to lose now. No! No! System crashed. Oh boy. We crashed it bad. You mean Uncle Ben? Well, here's the I'm not gonna wrap the and as I wrap things up a little bit, So begin to wrap things up. Basically, here's the gist of things. Uncle Ben, believe it or not, yeah, could his death have been prevented? But I'm gonna be quite frank. I'm gonna be quite frank. Uncle Ben's death could have been prevented, but here's the thing: Peter, the character as a whole, Peter as a whole, once he got his spider powers, he became somewhat self-absorbed. He decided to use his powers to benefit himself. The Andrew Garfield version of Peter was kind of a mixed bag. He'd gone into that convenience store. He had gone into that convenience store and he didn't have enough change for milk, and he tried to cheat the system a little bit. He decided to cheat the system, and the sad part was that when the convenience store guy basically said no, and that kind of pissed Peter off. And he had just gotten into a fight. He had gotten into a fight earlier with Ben about his father, Richard. Peter's father, Richard, who kind of left Peter with May and Ben when he was a kid. I'm gonna shut the arcade down for a little bit. The thing with this is Peter had just after getting his powers, he discovered his father's notes. Ben tried to hide it, tried to play it off as, it is what it is, and Peter's like, no. They got into a fight. Peter ran off. While Peter was at the convenience store, he tried to buy some milk. He was short. The convenience store told him, you can't buy it. And Peter was already pissed off enough at his uncle. And when the guy came to rob the place, he basically was like, not my problem. It's not my problem. I'm only caring about me, number one. In the comics, when Peter got his powers, he decided to cash in on them and gain fame and fortune. He started off as a wrestler, and he became so popular as a wrestler that he transitioned to doing TV shows. And it was one of these nights where he was completing this TV show. He was getting his stuff, and he was about to get paid when he heard a commotion in the booker's office. So he went into the office. So he went about his business, and all of a sudden the robber comes out, starts running down the hall. Security guards chasing after him, and Peter's like, whatever, dude. Not my problem. Robber escapes. Sometime later, Robber finds his way out to Forest Hills, sneaks into the Parker home. Ben catches him. Boom. Ben's dead. In the Amazing Spider-Man movie, Ben was out looking for Peter because he wanted to apologize for the way they ended their conversation. And he had just come up on the convenience store when the robber came out, shot Ben in cold blood, and took off. And at that point, Peter was like, damn. He was upset because his uncle bleeding out on the curb, and two, the last conversation he had with his uncle was one of anger and hatred. He and now he can't take it back. It's something that he would have to live with for the rest of his life, which is one of the reasons why he went full crazy person on bad guys and was looking for the guy with the tattoo on his wrist, because he wanted vengeance, and that was the only way he was able to get it out of his system at that point. So, could Uncle Ben's death have been prevented? Yes. Peter could have prevented Uncle Ben's death by not being so selfish and actually stopping the bad guy when he had a chance, but he didn't. And it was due to his selfishness that that Ben died. Now, Peter lived with the guilt for the rest of his life, which is one of the reasons why he became Spider-Man in the first place. He turned to heroics because he had to live with the guilt, and the way he felt that he was making amends was by catching bad guys. You know, think about it. It's hard to contemplate, Will, but think about this. If the last thing that you said to your parents was something out of anger, okay? Let's say you had a fight with your mom. Let's just hypothetically say you had a fight with your mom about playing Fortnite, okay? You wanted to play it, your mother says no, and you had a fight, and you got annoyed and you left. You literally just walked away. You left the house and you went running off somewhere. Your mother's nervous, mother's worried. Okay? The back of your mom's mind, she's thinking, what if something's bad is happening? And God forbid, I pray, I don't pray this on anyone, believe it or not. But God forbid you come back after you blow off steam and you come back and something tragically happens. Okay? What would go through your mind at that point? Would you would be, of course, you'd be horrified, I'm sure. But the last thing on your mind would be the last conversation that you had. And that would stick out in your head. And the reason I hate to be cold about it, I really do. I hate to be cold about it, but that's what was going through his mind. I can speak from my own experience that when the last thing you have to say to somebody is something out of anger, and especially if it's someone that you care about, be it a parent, grandparent, uncle, aunt, whomever, and the last thing that you say is something out of anger, that would gnaw at you. That would gnaw at you. When my father passed away back in 2005, and I'm going to be real with you for a moment. When my father passed away, my father passed from prostate cancer. And I remember in the twilight of his years, I seem to remember he was trying his best well, he still could, to teach me things, to make sure I understood certain things and certain life lessons. And believe it or not, when he first got sick, I didn't take those life lessons seriously, because in the back of my mind, I always thought he would be there. He would always be there. I would come home, he would be there, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But one day he wasn't, and I didn't have a chance to say goodbye to him. I did not have a chance to say goodbye. And to this day, it's been years. It's been almost 20 years since he passed. And to this day, I still regret not being able to say goodbye to him, not being able to apologize for not paying more attention, to listen more. Even my mother. My mother passed away. My mother passed away in 21. And the last conversation I had with her, she was coming home. She was hospitalized for a while. She was coming home. And I had spoken to her earlier that day, and she was excited coming home that weekend. And I told her, I said, I'll be able to come around over the weekend if you need me. If you need me. Now, right off the bat, I should have said, how about I come pick you up from the hospital? How about I come by the house when you're settled in, when you get home? But the last thing I said to her, last thing we talked about was me seeing her over the weekend, only if she needed help with something. Hours later, I find out she's gone. Again, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her. Give her one last hug. Tell her I love her. I didn't get that opportunity. And it still weighs on me. It still weighs. But I'm getting way off topic. But that's kind of how Peter was, that's kind of what Andrew Garfield's version of Peter was going through. He was working through his anger, he was working through his grief. He was working through a lot of things, and Garfield portrayed that version of Peter very, very well, in my opinion. And he really humanized the character. Not that Tobey Maguire didn't do a bad job, but because they kept in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, they kept Peter as a teenager from the first movie into the second movie. I mean, the opening sequence was graduation, but they didn't make him a formal adult doing all these adult things quite yet. They didn't rush it. It allowed them to humanize Peter a little bit more, make you connect with him a little bit more. Tobey was great. Don't get me wrong. Tobey's great as Peter. But the problem was Sam Raimi was kind of pushed into accelerating Peter's life throughout the course of the films. The first film, we're going to just see him as a teenager for the first sequence, and then all of a sudden, now
Voice
he's an
activity
adult.
disabled.
Thank you. Now he's an adult. He's dealing with adult problems. He's in college. He grew up too fast in the Sam Raimi series. Didn't give us a chance to connect with him, and whenever he showed emotion, it was because, oh, I lost Mary Jane. I love her. I don't want her to. I want to protect her, so I don't want her to know who I am. It was this angst, and it didn't connect. It didn't connect. Which is one of the reasons why in the third Spider-Man movie, when they had him with the black suit, and of course, I'm sure you remember emo Peter, doing the dance in the middle of the street, was so goofy. But yes, I saw a clip on somebody posted it on Facebook. It was a clip of the Spider-Man, because they were talking about the upcoming fourth Spider-Man film, Brand New Day, and Tom Holland's fourth one, and it was the clip of them making their cures for the villains. And when they see Peter shoot his organic webbing, Garfield's Peter was like, "Wow, you that actually came out of your hand? What's all that about? I make artificial webbing. What is that all about?" Then they have a back and forth about that, and then when they say, he says, "By the way, are you going into battle as a a teacher? Are you going into battle as a teacher, or do you have your costume on under that?" Because the way Peter was dressed, he was dressed in civilian clothes, and because I think he said he had moved on with his life. I guess he and Mary Jane were moving on in some sense. Oh no, it was, the comment was youth pastor. Are you going to go into battle as a fun youth pastor, or do you have your costume? And that's when Toby goes, "Yep, I got my costume right here." It was a funny line, but it lends to the fact that yes, Toby is between the three of them, Toby Maguire is the oldest Spider-Man. I think he was in his 20s, I think, when he was cast in the first Spider-Man movie. Yes, Tom Holland is the youngest one, because Tom Holland's the younger guy, and Tom Holland's Peter was still a teenager in the MCU. He's still a teenager. So you got teenage Peter, you got adult midlife Peter in Tobey Maguire, and you got midlife crisis, and you got midlife crisis, near middle age Peter in Andrew Garfield. That's basically how you had like the three stages of Peter. And the funny part is they nearly recreated the meme that used to be on they recreated the meme that used to go around online. There was you're probably too young to know this, Willis, but if you find it, you can definitely find it somewhere. The 1967 Spider-Man animated series, there was a scene in which Peter was going after a villain disguised as him that was committing crimes. And when he confronts them, they're pointing at each other. And that became one of the greatest memes ever made. And years later, Holland, Garfield, and Maguire recreated that meme, except they did it in a three-way. So you had Tom Holland pointing to Andrew Garfield, who was pointing to Tobey Maguire, who was pointing to Tom Holland. So the three of them were pointing at each other. So in that same scene where Garfield's Peter remarks about the fun youth pastor, Ned says Peter, and they all look up like, yeah, and they're just pointing at each other like, no, you, no, you, that Peter, no, yeah, that Peter. It was it was a funny sequence, but I digress. Yeah, look it up on look up the scene on YouTube. It's actually it's actually pretty funny. If you go on YouTube and you type Spider-Man meme, you'll probably get the video of them doing the meme. If you just do a Google search for Spider-Man meme, you'll see the cartoony image I'm talking about, and a lot of people did it kind of different. Well, yeah, I need Peter. Yeah, they're all Peters. Well, that's why they, in order to differentiate from each other when they went into battle, I think Holland was Peter 1, Garfield was Peter 2, and Maguire was Peter 3. Yeah, but in the multiverse, there's a number of different Peters. I don't know if you're going to be able to watch it. I don't know. It might be a little. It might be a little dark for you. I don't know if your mom's going to let you watch it, Willis. But keep an eye on Hulu. Nicolas Cage is going to be doing Spider-Man Noir. He's going to be doing Spider-Man Noir. Of course, Nicolas Cage did the voice of Spider-Man Noir in the Into the Spider-Verse animated movie, which was centered around Miles Morales. He agreed to do a live action. Since he did that role, he wanted to do a live action version of that character, and they greenlit it, and he filmed it, and it's supposed to debut sometime in the upcoming months. We're gonna have Spider-Man Noir, which is gonna be a live series on. I thought Hulu was gonna do it, but it might be Netflix now that it might transition to Netflix now that they got the green light to show all of the Spider-Man movies. So they might put it on that. But here's the twist. In the comics, Spider-Man Noir was Peter Parker. It was a Peter Parker that existed in the 30s. But Nicolas Cage's version that he's doing for the live action is going by Ben Reilly, which was the name of Peter's clone. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm interested to see how that goes on. All right. I'm losing my grip on reality here. But losing my... Let me just see. Let me confirm where that Spider-Man Noir is going to be. Let's see. Release date, trailer. Okay. Oh, it's going to be on Amazon. All right. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. It's not going to be on Netflix. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. Spider-Man Noir. So supposed to release sometime this year, but the exact date's not been confirmed yet. So I would just keep eyes on social media and whatnot, because it might come about. And anyway, I'm actually gonna head to bed now. I went through extreme chaos tonight. Rocky start, late start, but I think we did the chaos thing. Well. I'm gonna refine the idea and bring it back for the next Saturday night at the arcades that I'm gonna be doing in 2 weeks. Actually, I'm gonna be doing it in 3 weeks on the 7th. So Saturday, February 7th, I'll be doing the Saturday Night Arcade stream again, only because this Saturday coming. Good night, Willis. God bless you. See you. Thanks for popping in. I will drop notes. In the socials about when I'm gonna do the father-son stream with Disney Speedstorm. So just keep your eyes out for them, and I'll give you a Speedstorm. I'll give you another taste of Disney Speedstorm real soon. Okay, I just have to work out some details to make it happen. All right. Yeah, the next 2 Saturdays, the 17th and we passed the 17th. Yesterday was 17th. The 24th and the 31st are WWE nights for me. We got Saturday night's main event, and then we have the Royal Rumble. So I won't be streaming those 2 Saturdays because of those 2 events. So the next Saturday that I'll be streaming won't be until February 7th, which is about 4 days after my birthday. Oh God, my birthday's just around the corner. So that's when I'm going to be doing that. However, looking at my calendar here. However, this coming Wednesday, the 21st, we're going to be going back to the wacky games. I had to cut it short this past Wednesday because I had an issue with my computer. Windows decided to drop an update that completely screwed my pooper, and as a result, everything was freezing, and I didn't want to lose the stream, so I had to voluntarily cut it out early. As a result, we didn't get a chance to play Surgeon Simulator or I Am Fish, which were 2 games I was slated to play that week. So this coming Wednesday, because it's technically on my time, it's Sunday now. This coming Wednesday, the 21st, we're going to be playing I Am Surgeon Simulator and I Am Fish. I almost said I Am Surgeon. I am know how to talk, as well as a couple of other weird games that I found wheeling around my my archives. So we're gonna do that on Wednesday. Thursday, it's part 2 of our Parasite Eve run through. We got through the first 2 days of Parasite Eve this past Thursday. I think it went really well. This coming Thursday, we're gonna get through days 3 and 4 of Parasite Eve, and we're gonna unlock a lot more achievements. We already got 11, and it's a total of 66. So we have a lot more achievements to unlock, a lot more story to uncover. So we're gonna do that coming Thursday. All right. So that's what's going to happen now. Thank you for joining the chaos tonight, everyone. I appreciate it. Jaysen would thank everybody too, but the gaming gods have silenced him for tonight. So I'm gonna say goodnight in his stead. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Willis, I appreciate you joining tonight. We had fun. It was great catching up. Dream, my bestie, thank you for dropping in, even though for dropping in, at least saying hello. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the support, the likes, the follows. Dream, I love to hydrate. Thank you. I gotta make sure I do that more often. I appreciate the hydrate reminder. Thank you to John Rothschild for the follow. I appreciate you all. Again, if you want to see more chaos coming up, like, subscribe, join the Primus crew. I got some gonna get some good deeds working out. You'll have some amazing emotes and a chance to see some behind the scenes videos in my YouTube members on the YouTube members side. We have a lot of fun. All right. Again, thank you all for watching. I will see you all Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and keep it going.